Hello students, welcome to the third part of the chapter 1, basic concept in economics. In the last chapter, last topics, we studied about the branches of a basic concept of economics, classification of wants, basic concept of microeconomics. In that, the last point, economic activity, we stopped the last video with the eighth point of the basic concept of microeconomics, that is economic activity. We can see in the economic activity, it is mentioned that economic activity can be classified into four types, which includes production, distribution, exchange, and consumption. So these are the four types of economic activities. So when an economy, a country is said to be an economy, when the four things are taken place in a proper way. Economy means where production, distribution, exchange, and consumption are going on in a systematic way. For that, we can say that is an economy. So this activity, how it is going on, what are the different parts that we are going to study in today's topic, today's study. You can see in the slide the economic activity. First, production. So what is production? The definition of production is that production is the creation of utility. Okay, that much only. Creation of utility. क्रिएट करना, किस में से क्रिएट करना? कोई भी चीज को क्रिएट करके उपयोग के में लाना, ये प्रोडक्शन बोलते हैं. सो वी नो दैट we are using many things in day to day life. All the things which we use, it is produced and we are using it. When we are using it, why we are using it? Because there is utility. For this production, four things matters a lot. Which are the four things? That what are the factors of production? We mention it as the factors of production. So without these factors, the production cannot be done. So which are the four factors of production? Land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. Means in the higher studies or coming years also, when you do any work, you have to keep in the mind this thing. When the production has to take place, there are four things which has to be coordinated with all together, that is land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. Now land, what is land? Land is in economics is a wide term. Any natural resources that is available on above and below the surface of the earth is called land. So land definition in economics is any natural resources available on the earth, above the earth, below the earth. Now we say on the earth, above the earth, and below the earth. Many things are there. All these things comes under the heading of land. Okay, economic. So in economics, land means what? Whatever comes on the earth, above the earth, and below the earth. Example, what it is given? The minerals which are found below the surface of the earth, the water on the surface of the earth, and air above the surface of the earth. So these all things are mentioned to be land in economics. So land earned, what does we have to give for the land? Now there may be, if you just go too deep in these examples, and you may be getting many doubts you may be getting. That is, we will give what we are giving for that economic terms. It is whatever on the earth, below the earth, above the earth, it is mentioned as land. So we are using all. Without that use, we studied in the classification and value in use and like that. We in the wants, we studied about the economic want and non-economic want. Economic want, which we give money term, monetary term. Non-economic want means air, water, and all this come in the non-economic want. So the land earns rent in production. Means, so what we have to, the price of the land is rent. If we have to take a land for the production, you may be saying that this land is my own land and why should I give rent for that? Yes, when you calculate, the rent of the land also includes in the factors of production. So the price of the land in economics, in the production, we say that the price of the land is rent. Land earn rent in production, productive matter. So the factors of production, first land, second it is labor. Now what is labor? Labor is a human factor of production. Any physical or mental effort undergone during the process of production to earn reward of wage is called labor. Anything mental or physical means, many of the work, you can see the work of the clerk. He is not doing any physical work. He is working mentally. How? Using his mind to work for calculating the account, using the computer, everything is he uses his mind to work. So when he uses mind to work, there is a reward for him. That reward is called wage. Okay. So the reward of labor is what? Wage. So in labor you have to write the definition. Any physical or mental work effort undergone during the process of production is called to earn the reward. That is called labor. To earn the reward means freely you are not doing anything, but you are doing to earn some reward. Next it is capital. Capital is a produce means of further production. It is used for further production. Capital is a produce means for further production. It is a man-made factor. So capital is mentioned as man-made factor. Example, we can say the buildings, machines, all these things come under the capital. So what is the reward of capital? The reward of capital is interest. Got it? Now fourth one is entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is the organizer who is the real captain of the industry. Without his help, a work cannot be proceeded. He is the special person, special kind of person who organize all the work, all the things, decision making, the production when it has to take, how much it has to produce, for whom it has to produce, every decision is taken by the entrepreneur. So he gets the reward called profit. So these four factors of production in economics gets a reward, and that reward has different names. The land gets what? Rent. The labor get wage. Capital get interest. Entrepreneur get profit. So these are the four factors of production. Now got it? So what are the economic activity? In economic activity, what will take place? Production takes place, and in production means these are the things. Okay, now we studied the economic activity, how much? Production, then what are distribution, exchange and consumption. These four things, when it is done in a systematic way, the economy exists. Economic exists when these all things comes in a systematic way. In this thing, we studied about what? Production. What is production? What is production? The creation of utility. And the four factors of production and their rewards it is given. So that you have to keep in the mind. Now the second economic activity is, it is distribution. Distribution, it is a division of factors reward among different segments of the society. Factors of production claims their reward rent, wage, interest and profit through the process of distribution. So that much only for distribution means we are division of factors. The reward we are distributing. When the economic activity takes place, what happens? Production happens, and when the production happens, we have to distribute different rewards for the different factors, and that is distribution. So rent, wage, interest and profits. When we give this reward, again the person who is getting rent, he will distribute to another form. The labor distribute is ways to purchasing many things. The interest is used for many other things, for investment, for purchase, profit also. So whatever is got by the reward that is accepted by the person is again distributed, and then only production takes place. So there is a cycle in that. So distribution, you have to write it. It is a division of factors of reward among the segments of the society. Okay. Next, exchange. It gives give and take between the various units in the economy. Give and take, lena or dena or lena, that is give and take, or take and give, or like this. That is exchange. In economy, exchange is very essential. Exchange refers to sale and purchase of goods and services in economy. Exchange is necessary a monetary transactions. Using money, the transaction takes place, that is mentioned as exchange. The fourth one, consumption. It is the making use of goods and services to satisfy human wants. Consumption is that much only. Consuming many things. So the economy runs with these four things are there. See, production is there and consumption is not there. Will the economy run? No. So these four things should be done in a systematic way. Then only we can say there is an economic system which is going on for the benefit of the country, development of the country, growth of the country. So which are the four means economic activity? For the four economic activity, it is production, distribution, exchange and consumption. In production, four factors of production are there. They are land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. And distribution, exchange and consumption. These are the little bit things that only concept it is given. If you go and discuss, it is a lot of things. So students, I hope that you got it, what to explain. Now, concept of economics, when we studied about there are two branches of economics. The first branch, microeconomics. Micro means small, minute. In that we studied about the concept of microeconomics. In the concept of microeconomics, we studied all that wants, classification of wants, characteristics of wants. When we studied about wealth, goods and services, values, then these all things we studied in that. Now we are going to study about the macroeconomics. Macro means large or aggregates of total. Macroeconomics is therefore the study of aggregates covering the entire economy in such a total employment, national income, total output, then total investment, total saving, total consumption, aggregate supply, aggregate demand, general price level. These all things come under macroeconomics. So what is macroeconomics? It is a large part of the study of the economy as a whole. It studies about the economy as a whole. Then it studies about the aggregates, the total. In microeconomics, we were studying about the minute parts, minute things. But in macroeconomics, we studied about the large, all together, means different particular industries, particular firms, all together we studied in the macroeconomics. There is a definition given by Kenneth Boulding. Macroeconomics deals not with individual quantities such as, but with the aggregates, these quantities, not with the individual numbers, but with the national income, not with the individual price, but with the general price level, not with the individual output, but with the national output. So the definition given for macroeconomics by Kenneth Boulding is that he has given the definition of microeconomic also. In macroeconomics, he has given what is macroeconomics. Macroeconomics deals not with individual quantity. व्यक्तिगत बारे में नहीं पढ़ाई करते मैक्रोइकोनॉमिक्स. कैसे पढ़ाई, क्या पढ़ाई करते? व्यक्तिगत नहीं, लेकिन क्या है, अग्रीगेट्स, टोटल, ऑल टुगेदर, सब एक साथ, मतलब एक एक इंडस्ट्रीज को एक साथ लेके आके. उसका पढ़ाई करते हैं, मतलब 10 इंडस्ट्रीज, 100 इंडस्ट्रीज, करोड़ इंडस्ट्रीज, वॉट एवर इट इज, एक देश के अंदर पूरा इंडस्ट्रीज कितना प्रोडक्शन दे रहे हैं, पर्टिकुलर इंडस्ट्रीज में कितना सेगमेंट्स है, ये सब के बारे में डिटेल स्टडी करने वाले अर्थव्यवस्था का हम मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स, वी से दैट मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स. Okay, once more I will explain the definition. Macroeconomics deals not with individual quantities as such, but with the aggregates of these quantities, not with the individual income, but with the national income, not with the individual price, but with the general price level, not with individual output, but with national output. So, this concept you have to put it and just study. Now, basic concept, like basic concept of microeconomics we are studying about the basic concept of macroeconomics. The basic concept of macroeconomics, it is national income. We are going to study the first concept. We studied in the definition. If you see the definition, what is microeconomics? It is a study of aggregates. It is a study of national income. It is a study of national output. It is a study of total saving. It is a study of investment. It is a study of trade cycle. So, these everything comes with the macroeconomics. So, these are the concepts which we have to study about the macroeconomics. National income. This reveals the total economic performance of the nation. It is referred to as the national income of a country. So, what are the economic performance of the nation? That all come in the what? In the macroeconomics. All the economic performance comes under the macroeconomics of the nation. The definition, there is a definition given in the definition by the National Income Committee of the country. A national estimate measures the volume of all commodities and services turned out during a given period, counted without duplication, that is national income. So, what is the definition given by the National Income Committee? That is, a national estimate measures the volume of commodities and services. Okay, national estimate, एक देश का कितना commodities बनाया गया है, कितना services दिया गया, उसका पूरा कैलकुलेट करते, वॉल्यूम उसका पूरा व्याप्ति देख के उसमें कितना एक साल में उसको इकोनॉमिक टर्म्स में कितना डुप्लीकेशन, विदाउट डुप्लीकेशन मतलब उसका डबल काउंटिंग नहीं होना. सो वी आर नॉट काउंटिंग इन डबल. सो व्हाट इज नेशनल इनकम? National estimate measures, it is national income, that means total measurement of the country's working process of a country. It is the work done by the country altogether. Production comes there, distribution comes there, everything comes there. Now next concept, it is saving. Saving, what is saving? We all know, we all save money. You save money, I also save money, everybody save money, because we have to save money. In economics, what is saving? It is a part of the income which is set unused or set aside to satisfy the future needs by foregoing current consumption. In other words, saving is a part of income which is not spent currently on consumption. If you get 100 rupees, 50 rupees you didn't spend. You kept it for tomorrow or day after tomorrow or many days after. I want to keep it for whatever emergencies come. If I need the money, where will I bring? So I am keeping some money for the expenditure of the future or any other emergencies which happens in our life. So we all have learned to save. In macroeconomics, we study about the whole saving of the country as a lot. Investment. What is investment? Investment refers to the creation of capital assets through mobilization of savings, example machineries and equipments. Now, because of saving only you can invest. You are going to see that we can have an example that your father is saying that he was having some job and he has saved some of the money and saying that I have saved the money and I am going to start a new business or new industries I am going to start. For this we say that investment. So what is investment? It refers to the creation of capital assets. How the capital asset may create? Through the mobilization of saving. You save the money, so you are going to create a investment. Without money, we can't invest. So that is investment. So we, in macroeconomics, we study about the whole investment as a whole. Trade cycle. Trade cycle means what? Okay, cycle, you know. What does the work of the cycle? It's a wheel, it's go round and it makes us to reach the destination. In that cycle, we know that it is continuous rotation. Like that, in the business, there is a trade cycle. That is very essential. These fluctuations are there. In the business, there are fluctuations, ups and downs. There are ups and downs in the overall economic activities. Ups and downs means fluctuation caused by the inflation and deflation, depression, like that. Sometimes the price rises, we say that inflation. Sometimes the price will be less, become, that is depression, deflation. All these things happens in the economy. So we said these we have to study. Uttar chadav padna hai. When we get more of money, we know that some days we will not get the money, and then what we have to do, and when we have to start the business. Like that, everything studies in this macroeconomics. So I mentioned about the inflation. It is given there. Inflation and deflation. Depression. What is inflation? That is the rise in general price level and fall in the price level, that is deflation. So depression is continuous fall in the overall price and lowering down the economic activities in general. So during the time of depression, economic activities will not take place. Now we can see, now a period which we are going through, it is of the COVID disease, and many of the industries were shut off because during this disease. And what happens? There is up and down of the business. So this comes in between. So we have to be prepared. The macroeconomics teaches us how to be prepared for all these things. So this concept of macroeconomics, national income, saving, investment, trade cycle. These four things you have to keep in the mind. Next, it is economic growth. Economic growth, the term economic growth as a quantitative dimension. Economic growth is quantitative dimension. In simple word, economic growth means an increase in the total national income of the country over a long period of time. So growth, you know what is growth. Now you are growing. You were in first standard, you came in second standard, now you reach to 11th standard. So there is growth in you. So how can you understand, how can we understand that there is a growth? Because you have passed one standard by another, and you have reached 11th standard. Accordingly, your height also increased. Good. Then we can understand there is growth in that. In the same way, it is quantitative. Quantitative dimension it is. So economic growth means an increase in the real national income. National income increases, then we can say growth is there. Next, 6th point, economic development. What is economic development? This is wider concept which have a qualitative dimension. So growth has a quantitative dimension and development has a qualitative dimension. So this in this quality, what qualities are being expected? You have to study only the concept. Economic development implies economic growth plus progressive changes in certain. So there is a change. In economic growth, there is a change implies there an important variables which determines well-being of the people. Example, it is given education and health. In the growth, I mentioned that growth, first standard, second standard, third standard, you are climbing the step and you are growing. But the quality of education you are getting, what you have earned, that the different education, you are improved yourself along with the growth. You can see some of the children, they are not studying. They also reach the age of 16 to 17, but they didn't reach 11th standard. So they have growth. They attained the height of yours, but they didn't attain the education of yours. So height they attain, it is growth, and education you attain, it is development. Along with the growth, what you attain, some qualities you attain, that is educational qualities, and that is mentioned as development. Development has a lot, very very vast concept it is of development. Technically means you know the know how, means what all things you know, the activities you know how to do all these things. So these are the things in the first chapter. Students, just go through this all the chapters for objective types. In the next I will give the means exercise, we will solve the exercise in the of the lesson. The students just see the videos, and you can understand it, because I am saying in a very, not in a fast manner, very slow manner. The students in the beginning you may be not understanding that, because many of the students have coming from the regional language base. But English medium students, when you are there, you hear repeatedly, here you open the textbook, when you hear in the language, you will able to think in this language, and you will be able to write in this language. So it's my request to you students, that you must hear the lectures a lot of time. I am not just running through the lectures very speedily. Why? Because you must hear it, and each words which I am speaking to you, I am very slowly I am speaking, because you can understand. Then only there will be development for you. If the along with the growth, if you learn and understand the things, then we can say the development. So we, in this lesson we studied about the different concept. The first chapter that deals with economics only. Next chapter we will study, and we will be proceed means coming, I will upload the next video also. So students, be join with, always just see the repeatedly see the videos, because you can get it. And difficulties we will in the some lectures we will solve it. Okay students, thank you.